Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy V8 Ghost. I'm out here at Norfolk Park. You know, I'm bored right now, so I'm just walking. I promised you guys I was gonna do like a live stream of me going to Six Flags this year. Right now, it's late August right now, and we were supposed to go like last week, but Six Flags canceled because some people are dumb enough to not do their taxes, so they had to cancel around that time. So we couldn't go. So I couldn't do the video. However, that didn't stop us for having that possibility of going there again, because you know how Six Flags likes to host their events evolving around holidays like the 4th of July, Halloween, Christmas. Well, however, they have a Halloween fest going on out there. So around like October 31st, which is Halloween, I think we could be going during the day. So if we are, then I suppose maybe we could head out there and then enjoy ourselves, and then hopefully I'll be able to do a live stream. But I'll have to not go on any rides for you guys, so that way I could just show you around. So you know. But right now, it is beautiful out here in Mattapan. But Mattapan is a small neighborhood, so it's like every time I get to a place that's familiar, I always assume that it's Mattapan, but it's not, because it's literally Dorchester or Hyde Park. Yeah, that's how small this neighborhood is. I never think Mattapan could be this small. I imagine it being at least like a medium-sized neighborhood at least, but so that's not surprising. And plus, as you can see, that's the Mildred Avenue Middle School. I actually like that school, to be honest, because I went there for my 5th grade graduation, and I suppose I wanted to go there for my middle school year. But that never happened. Alright, I'm just gonna make a U-turn right here. Because I don't want to be talking onto a phone and then somebody's gonna be looking at me saying, "Who the hell are you talking to?" So I don't want to go in that route. But anyway, yeah, but that is a beautiful school. I would love to visit there again, which I highly doubt, because it's not like I could just show up to a school I only been to once. Here I am looking at it, and it's not like I could just go there and then most of the teachers don't know me, because I never went to that school before except for my 5th grade graduation, and that was it. Other than that, teachers there do not know me. So right now I'm just really bored right now. Just walking around, Norfolk Park. So and this is the biggest part of the park is the field, where you can play either football or baseball or kickball or whatever, and plus it also has a basketball court over here and a tennis court over there. So yeah, although I haven't played tennis in a long time, maybe I should consider playing that. Maybe. But obviously my favorite sports are tennis and golf, but mainly golf, because I heard people can make serious money playing that game. So I might try it in the future. I don't know. I doubt it. Because like I said, I'm not promising myself that I'll become a pro, which is not really what I'm expecting. Because right now, what I'm good at is either playing games, or actually video games, or I am a pretty fast runner, but I'm really not in the mood to run right now. So but the point is that you guys were expecting a Six Flags live stream. this month, but that could not happen because we couldn't attempt to go to the trip because people were being dumb to not pay their taxes, so we could not go. So that way the amusement park had to cancel because people couldn't do it. So hopefully in October, which is the month of Halloween, hopefully Six Flags is hosting like a Halloween fest or whatever. So, and maybe we're just going there just to get on the rides and have fun as always. And we're just there just to do what we always do, just have fun at least, and then, you know, just have a good time. Because, you know, that's obviously the point of Six Flags. You just be there just to have fun, you know. So, and by the way, this year is going to go by pretty interesting for me because obviously I graduated like 2 months ago. So I'm done with school. No more school for me. Holla. And you know, and at the end of this year, it's going to go by pretty good. Because right now, my father just gotten his own car. So that way, he won't be driving my grandmother's Ford Explorer anymore. Because he used to be driving that a lot. And no offense, I love him very much. But he always kept complaining how he always wanted his own car but couldn't get it because he didn't have the money. But until this day come, and I didn't know, is that my mama was gonna get him his own car. So at first I thought I heard her say a card, which is a plastic card. I thought she meant like that, but she actually meant his own car. So, and I was like, finally. Because last year, when we went Christmas shopping, he was literally rushing us to get back home because he had to go to work and he didn't have his car back then. He was literally rushing us to get back so he can use our truck to go to work. And that was a little upsetting because we wasn't expecting him to rush us to get home just so he can get to work. And all of us was wondering, why couldn't he just get his own car to take himself to work? So that way for our Christmas shopping, we can stay out there longer and probably be out there until sundown. You know, we would have stayed out there until sundown, which we actually did, but it was around 7 o'clock and he was rushing us to get home. So, and we was gonna do more shopping, but couldn't. So we just decided to go home from there. So, you know, but I know this year is gonna go good. I know this holiday season will go good. Because obviously, since I'm done with school, I can basically do whatever I want, obviously. Because, you know, I get to finally stay up. You know, I would never go to sleep around, like, because obviously when I still had school, I had to go to sleep like around 12 or 12:30, at least after midnight. And I usually wake up like a good 5 minutes after I have to wake up to go to school, obviously. And that's it. But now that I'm done, I usually stay up till like 3:30, 4 a.m. And then I wake up around 12:30, close to 1 in the afternoon. That's how much sleep I would want. So, you know, who says I can't stay up? Because I have no more school. But obviously, I am going to have work, obviously. But the only place I work is at home. Because right now, I was supposed to get a summer job this year. But unfortunately, the guy never called me about that. So I wanted him to call me instead of me calling him. So that way it'll be more easier. But he never called me, so I never gotten that job. So I don't really know now. So right now, but my main job career that I want to do is work for the MBTA, which is basically driving the bus. And hopefully for the people that's watching this, if you take the T and you live either in Mattapan or Dorchester or somewhere near Ashmont or Forest Hills, if you take the T, you might see me driving those buses one day. You might. I don't know. That's only depending on what bus they have me drive, because I know I can't pick the buses I want to drive. So, that's obvious. But until then, it's supposed to take them at least like at least several months, close to a year, for them to contact me that I got accepted. And then I think they're gonna call me in. They're gonna either put me on a bus or a train, because I recommend a bus. And I would just highly recommend that I work around Mattapan, because the stations that I'm more familiar with is Mattapan Station, which is all the way out there. Ashmont, which is back that way, I believe, or this way. And Forest Hills, which is all the way out in Hyde Park or Rosendale. So, and that's it. Those are the 3 stations I'm familiar with: Ashmont, Mattapan, and Forest Hills. If they give me buses that go to either of those 3 stations, I'm good. So, but other than that, if they don't give me any buses with those 3 stations, then maybe I might consider driving or doing the train. The only train obviously the only 3 trains I want to do is the Red Line, the Orange Line, and the Mattapan Trolley. Those are the only 3 trains I want to do. I'm not really familiar with the Blue Line because I never took it. I'm sort of familiar with the Green Line, but the Red, the Orange, and the Mattapan Trolley lines, those are the only 3 trains I'm more close to. So if getting me the bus doesn't work, I want to at least be on those 3 trains, at least. But if that don't work, then I don't really know. Maybe if working for the MBTA doesn't work, if they end up putting me on a bus that I can't do, then I might as well have another career job or something. But I did say that I will work for the MBTA. So, yeah. But besides that, until then, I'll be able to make a whole lot of money. So, because I'll obviously be good already. I'll be making a lot. So, obviously, this is 2 parts in a video. Obviously, one part is that I'm saying that you guys expected a live stream of me going to Six Flags, but couldn't happen because the amusement park canceled because of tax problems. That's one part. The second part is that I told you that I'm going to be getting me a real job, but couldn't get a summer job because the guy never called me. That's the second part. Those were 2 parts. So, and I believe the third part is that I'm just walking because I'm bored, and I wanted my cousin to come out here with me, but he didn't want to, because right now he's at home playing the game, because he actually plays a lot more video games than I do. So, and as much as I don't want to talk about him like this, but he would already be in high school at this point. But he got kept back because I don't know what he did. And plus, he used to go to a middle school that I used to go to, which is the Washington Irving, the school out in Rosendale. He goes to that school. He would already be a ninth grader at this point if he hadn't been kept back. Like I said, I don't know what he did, whether it's failing classes or whatever. But other than that, you know, he got kept back and he couldn't exceed to ninth grade. And I would have recommended him to go to the recent school that I've been to, which is Cash. But he says he always wants to follow his friends around, which obviously I do not want him to. And on top of that, his mother doesn't want him to follow his friends around. He really wants to go to the same school that his friends wants to go. Because he has been saying that the Irvin has a lot of fights, which is true. But that's only if something bad goes, if something bad goes down. So, and it's crazy. And, and right now he did tell me that he wants to be near his friend or his friends because he doesn't want to get into more fights, which is true. You do need your friends with you to prevent getting into more fights. So yeah, that's true. But me, his mother, and my mother is telling him that he cannot follow his friends. His education is dependent on him. He's literally worried about his other friends. Like, he literally needs to worry about his own education. He needs to decide which high school he wants to go to. And as much as his mother and I and my mama, as much as we don't want him to follow his friends around, we actually want him to choose the high school he wants to go to. It has to be his choice, not his friend's choice. It's his choice. It's his main education. So, but he wants to follow his friends around. He has been telling his mother lately that he hasn't been doing good in school lately, but he has been doing good recently, which is awesome. But back in the day, he's been doing really crappy. And like I said, as much as I don't want to talk about him like this, but I had no choice because his mother was the most surprised out of this. Oh shit! It was a fly. Well, like I said, his mother was the most surprised out of this, but she didn't like what he was going through. So, and she wanted him, to quit it. Like, she wants him to literally start succeeding. So, like I'm telling you, I love my cousin. I love him very much. But his education is dependent on him. So if he doesn't do good in 8th grade, he's also gonna get kept back in the 8th grade, and then he would already be, so obviously if you get kept back, if you got kept back in 7th grade, and the year that you're currently in now, you're supposed to be a 9th grader, but instead you're an 8th grader. So right now, he would be a 9th grader at this point. So some of you may be saying that I could have went to college, but no, I cannot stand doing another 2 to 4 years. Ever since I changed my mind about going to college, I was thinking about going to a 2-year school. I had that in mind, but until I told somebody, is not going to college bad, and they said no. So I'm like, alright, I changed my mind. I'm not going. So, if I had never asked that, I would have went to a 2-year college. But I just had to ask because I wanted to know if not going to college was bad. And they said no, it's not bad. So I chose not to go. So, you know. So, you know, it's just what I had planned, obviously. So I'm gonna cut it off right here. But even though the main part of this video was supposed to say that you guys were expecting a live stream of me going to Six Flags, but that never happened because of tax problems. So, and I gave you another 2 to 3 parts. So, you know, so I'm gonna cut it off right here. You know, so if any of you are watching this, you know, hopefully if I see you out here, hopefully we can hang. So, you know, because obviously I don't want to give away my home address because that's not good as much as I want to, but, you know, because don't you remember, I never had friends over before. I wish I could, so, you know, but for those who are watching, hopefully we can hang sometime. So, yeah. So this is where I'm going to end it here. And yeah.